is Samantha Bartlett,
and is a full-time coach and rider.
with Gershwin E.
Member of the Victorian Development Squad and has owned the horse since he was 15 months old, having done all the work with him to this level. Samantha is sponsored by EJ & Co Equestrian Jewellery.
Gershwin E., a full brother to Australia's Olympic show jumper Genoa, competing in Hong Kong, outstanding jumping mare. Sam's done a great job with Gershwin. He's not been an easy dressage horse. Genoa, not an easy horse to ride show jumping, although extremely talented. Sam, a very experienced rider. Signalling for the music to start, and it's Gershwin, why not? A horse called Gershwin really should have a Gershwin score. Oh dear, Gershwin's not so sure he wants to go in this morning. It's glorious music, isn't it? And I do believe Debbie McDonald and Brantina also did a marvellous cure, perhaps even their World Cup winning cure in Gothenburg. This competition this weekend is the Pacific League final of the World Cup. Winning competitor winning a place to compete at the World Cup final in Europe early next year. Oh well, just Gershwin to enter. So the choice of styles of music, it can work. Simon and Garfunkel, why not? So a familiarisation, I think, perhaps not that much difficulty. In the first diagonal, counter half past left. To the tempi changes, so Gershwin obviously spooky, not really onto the contact, coming up a little bit, could be more round over top line. So counter pirouette. So one gets the feeling he's not really listening to Sam, but that's a nice counter half pass. The choreography a little difficult to follow at the very beginning. So looks like settling in now to the 3-time changes, but Sam having a difficult ride here. So again, could be a little more round over the top line, and sure enough, he's looking at the red Saddle World tablecloth for the judges' table at B. The World Cup final Grand Prix Freestyle will be ridden tonight. At the moment, we're watching the Inter 1 Freestyle. The World Cup Freestyle begins at 8:05 this evening. And interrupted there with the pirouette. This evening we have the National Grand Prix Freestyle starting at 7 p.m. And we'll be running through this evening until about 9:25 p.m. and into an extended trot. The Saddle World Dressage Festival is hosting an international Paralympic competition, a qualifier for London Olympics, a 3-star event. Also hosting Victorian State Dressage Championships, young horse qualifiers, and the very important Aachen Challenge for young riders. Should be an interesting class. On Sunday we expect to be streaming the Aachen Challenge. It's run in a derby format. The best 3 riders at Prix St George level will swap horses, so we see each of the 3 riders riding each of their 3 horses. There's a prize for the most successful horses, but also the riders. The winner receiving a trip to Aachen, and usually fitting that in with some training with a leading international trainer in Europe. So a highly prized title, and been won by some very successful Australian young riders over the last few years. Into the walk, and the music certainly beautiful, and Gershwin hopefully relaxing. He's been giving Sam a difficult ride to date. Sam doing a good job, being very patient with him, but the contact has been difficult. And back to the canter. Some horses do struggle indoors, and perhaps that's the difficulty. Do a canter zigzag, and one can see he certainly has the strength. So nicely presented there, the canter zigzag half pass. One of the requirements is the canter half pass. The judges there would have given marks for 2 left canter half passes and a right canter half pass. The fact that it was a zigzag will be considered in the choreography and also in degree of difficulty. Sam, despite the difficulties she's had keeping Gershwin to the contact, difficult to establish an elastic contact with him as he's been spooky, she's nonetheless done her best to ride to the music, and the final halt there. So that was Sam Bartlett and Gershwin E.